Hey everyone, so it's WIP Wednesday, which means I've been thinking a lot about the works in progress that I've got for this week. And I don't know if I'm like you or if you're like me, but this week I have a bit of a log jam of projects that don't need to be knit, but they need to be finished. So I'm thinking that this video can be like a kind of body doubling, work with me type video. I'm hoping that maybe it can give you some motivation to work on some of those little projects that need finishing. Okay, so first things first, this is a cotton sweater that I've been working on for about a month now. It's a stripe pipe sweater, and I posted a short yesterday where I was crossing the finish line on weaving in the ends. And so last night I washed it, blocked it, and it did what little cotton sweaters always do. So you can see, even though I've woven in the ends, some of them started to poke through. So this is going to be my easiest finish, I think, and that's just basically to give it a once over and go through and pull all these little, these little ends that back over to the inside where they should be, so that, when this is actually a gift for a friend, so I want to make sure that when she washes it, she isn't dealing with all of these little bits poking out. So that, I think, is going to be the quickest and the easiest thing for me to do. So, all right, there's not too many of them. There's some on the sleeves, a few on the body, and I'll be working on that first. Okay, so the next thing that I have to work on is also a sweater. It's a tunic that I made for my friend's daughter, and it needs to be seamed. So I did, this upper seam first on the right so that I could then do the rolled collar. But now I need to finish the shoulder seam on it, and then you just seam the sides. So it's actually a pretty straightforward process. There's no sleeves on it. So yeah, once I seam the shoulder and the sides and weave in the ends, this will be done. So I did myself a favor. Yesterday was a blocking day, but I did myself a favor and blocked it, even though it's cotton and doesn't, affect it as much as wool. My focus was to try to get these seams to lie as flat as possible, because if you don't like seaming, probably what you don't like is that it curls under. And so blocking can kind of help that, right? Blocking and pinning it out. So that's what I did yesterday. Yesterday was all about the blocking in preparation for today. So that's going to be the second thing that I work on. And one of the things that I always find is that I think that seaming will go faster than it ever does. So we'll see. Right? I usually think, oh, it'll take me 10 or 15 minutes to seam that, but it's probably going to take me a little bit longer to do it. But it's on my to-do list for today, for my works in progress, because, yeah, it just needs to get finished. Okay, so it's about an hour and a half later that I've been working, and I finished pulling the little floofy ends through on the stripe pipe sweater, and I'm almost done. I've got one more seam to go on the other sweater, so I thought I'd show you what I've been doing up close and how the seams are looking. Okay, so this right here is the seam for the side seam, and you can see I used a mattress stitch on it, and I think it came out pretty well. Let me show you, flip it over and show you on the inside of it what that looks like. Alright, so yeah, it's not perfect, but it's not terrible. Alright, I like, love the way the mattress seam makes it invisible on the other side. This is a skill that I have had to work on as part of the Master Hand Knitter certification program. Also did the shoulder seams. All right, so you can see those there, and had to, the collars are roll down collar, so I had to kind of check on that. I'm just gonna have to, I'm getting a little nervous now that collar is a little bit tight. So we'll see. Okay, it's a couple hours later, and I'm really happy because I finished the seams. Of course, nothing ever goes totally smoothly. Once I got the seams all finished, I started to worry that the neckline on the sweater for my friend's daughter is going to be a little too tight. So I'm just going to be fixing that, making it a little bit larger just to be on the safe side for that. So I hope that if you've been joining in and working on a project, you'll drop a comment down below and let me know what you're working on, whether this work in progress Wednesday went well for you as it did for me. If you like and subscribe and get notifications, I'm going to be posting a video on Friday that will have all of the finished objects that I've worked on today, and with any luck, a pair of socks as well. So I hope you'll come back and take a look and see what I've been working on. Thanks for watching.